Nah, people. Joel Benjamin 528 here. As you can see, I'm rocking my hoodie. All right, love the skin you're in. My man D Notes on Instagrizzy. I got my man here, Baba Nu. Salute to the international audience, domestic, worldwide, all the entities and everybody that rock with us. We rock with you. I think I gotta push this over here, so, or is it over here? So there we go. Center it. So people, now let me say this. Talk to the people about me.
Well, um, people are very satisfied and I guess like surprised
You know they surprised.
with the accuracy of their angelic reading. When you're born, we swallow the stars, meaning whatever constellations and stuff like that is active at that time, that's what we swallow, and that paints our soul, our spirit, and that intertwines with our destiny, who we are supposed to be. So your birth angels help you to understand who you are supposed to be, what type of person you are supposed to be. And then it also gets into, for certain people, what type of gifts that they might have as well. So, if you have not scheduled a birth reading yet, you definitely want to get that information so that you could have that extra information the oracle deck. And this
Hold on before you get into that. 1 second. People, you're getting an email. Okay, it's gonna say anyone who has not gotten the reading yet, make sure you email us ASAP. Because some people we called, they weren't available, whatever the case may be. Make sure you email us ASAP so we can get this done. Check your email. All you have to do is reply to the email that have been sent to you. You're going to see it. The email have been sent to you. This is for the people who have not gotten it. Please, people, don't try to be slick. No, you didn't get it, and now try to hit us up and say, "Hey, I went in." We have been getting a lot of that. Okay, so I want to be clear on that, people. All right. So real talk. Let's get it in. Remember, people, after December 31st, that's again, after December 31st, I will no longer be part of Nicholas Brooklyn at all. Okay? So let's get on with this show.
we were moving on up.
There you go. So, people, again, if you have not, people who bought the pay per view live stream and did not get the angelic birth angel reading, make sure you respond to that email that was sent to you today. Check your email. This is for the people who purchased the pay per view live stream and did not receive their reading yet. Some of y'all ain't too savvy, so I know some of y'all gonna end up calling me, whatever, and we'll make it happen. Babanu,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
let you take the floor. I'll be back.
All right. It's been a wonderful year. We had a lot of classes, in various areas. The year is coming to a close, and next year's is going to be starting really, really, really great because we are also coming out with the Oracle deck. So, for those people um who purchase the angel reading, you're getting a discount on that deck. That deck will allow you to do readings on specific situations in your life. Know what forces are working with that situation. What type of personality type or types are going to be involved. As well, we are giving people a really good deal in terms of the consecration. And a lot of people might not be familiar with what that is, but if you read volume one of the God Genes Decoded, I explained what consecration is, and as well in the Tree of Life Mystery System Part Two, when I go over the different parts of the spirit. It's a really interesting piece when you read the book and you understand that what you are working with. The best way that the deities can help you is when you have their spirit either in a shrine and amulet, when you have it in something, because they have their own life. They have their own um, life to live, things to do, and responsibilities. So they can't just be at your beck and call like that. Now, with your birth angel, when you connect with your birth angel, you get the the intellectual um, upgrades, insight, and stuff that corresponds with that angel. That's the main thing that you get. If that angel is, great with, being a lawyer or an investor or whatnot, for some people, a very small amount, they are able to manifest that. But for other people, connecting with your angel, invoking the angel really, really helps. Now, when you have the cards consecrated, you're going to have the spirit of the angel in each card, and you can use it. And that's 72, and that's a lot. That's the entire army. And it's a real privilege and blessing to have that at your disposal. It is a secret system. Um, this particular oracular system is pretty much has been gone. It's something that is being brought back out. It is unique. Other people wouldn't realize that that is what it is. Whether you're a student of the occult or not. Um, but just to say that you know the readings were really, really on point. Just to say that you're going to get a better understanding of yourself. And for those who haven't gotten the class, I implore you to get the class, because you're also going to get each in class for free. And what that does is that for those people who are getting the angel deck, which is an oracle, I'll be teaching you how to use the I Ching as well, so that you can really get a lot of insight into the readings. You know, this is going to give you a really balanced tool, a really balanced approach, to your life. Now, for one of my students, what happens is in doing the I Ching readings, she would see the like you have different trigrams in the I Ching that make up the hexagrams. She would see them in her dreams, so that she knows like what is going on when she looks at the hexagram and what it is pertaining to. Now, when you work with the angel deck and you have all those sigils, what is going to happen is that You get visions or dreams seeing the sigil, the symbol of that angel, and then you can go and look it up, see what it corresponds to, etc. So just to say, next year we're going to be giving a series of classes, probably about 3 classes on the ineffable name of God, the 72 Shemhan Fresh angels and their connection with the tree of life and astrology. And those angels are very close to us, so it's something that is very, very, very useful. For all of those out there who would like to get in contact with me to get a spiritual reading done, to get work done, spiritual work done. If you want to open doors uh, for success, if doors have been closed to you and you want to get those doors open, contact me so that I can you know uh, get the reading done for you and get that insight done for you. For those of you who are really serious students, you can contact Jewel Benjamin, and we have Volume One, Volume Two, and Volume Three. And the next step, and I'm very, very excited about this, and I'm glad it's being done. I've wanted to do it for years. Is that Oracle deck? Having that tool, getting familiar with those names. Hi,
Sorry,
Katia.
Baba no. Let them know now. We're not playing no games. Hurry up, pre-order it. I don't want to hear they ask about nothing. Let them know I said it just like that.
Yeah, man. Jewel Benjamin saying, please hurry up, get your pre-orders in. Uh, we've been getting a lot of pre-orders in, so that when time comes, you have yours already to use. But the Tree of Life system, those classes are still available. You should contact Jewel Benjamin and get those classes, get the insight. Your spiritual education, your education itself it is very, very important. You want to broaden your mind, and you want to get clarity on the subject matter, because there's a lot of confusion out there. There are so many people out there who have a whole lot of false information, and part of it is trying to sound nice, trying to sound great, or trying to sound like the best, but it's really the herd mentality that is going on out there in terms of the information, you know. Um, whew. But we did a whole lot of readings, and people are really, really satisfied, and people are getting people are getting the Oracle deck. You want to be familiar with the the symbols on the deck. You want to be familiar with the names, so that you have an organized system of handling your issues in life. Yes, and if you want to contact Joe Benjamin, it's 929-374, etc., etc. And if you want to contact me, it was typed in there in the chat, but it is Egyptian Voodoo Priest at gmail.com, and that's EGYPTIANVOODOOPRIEST at gmail.com. It's coming on to the end of the year. The new year is coming. Make sure that you get your readings done for the new year on what you should be focused on for the new year. It's always good to get sacrifices done in the beginning of the year to clear the way, to bring in blessings. Of course, it's good to get it done before the winter solstice and before the end of the year. That's a very, very important time to, put your offerings down, put your prayers down. For those of you who do have shrines, it's a very, very important time of the year to refresh your shrines, clean your shrines off, refresh them, and put food on there. Um, yes, you can, sir. Just contact Joel.
I
Put
put the number up on there for them so they could
some
contact me.
someone did
Put it up. Yeah.
Katia Paya.
And we're not playing. Pre-orders now. Get it in. After that, when it gone, do not bother us. I'm dead serious. We don't play when it comes to these angelic decks. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is just feels good. I forgot what I was talking about just now. Yeah, we are going to be having as well an app coming out, and the app basically is going to be a grimoire. You know, it's good to have a grimoire. We're going to be having about two of those, two very, very ancient grimoires coming out. Grimoire is like a magical manual book. So, at least maybe some of you will, get an idea of, some of the things that I am dealing with. A couple of people. Now, another person actually got contacted by an angel. So there are, now two people out there, so it's really, really good to get that connection, open that door. And sometimes it really is about need because both of these people, their need was very, very strong. Sometimes that has a lot to do with it. But to reiterate, now's the time to refresh your shrines, but fresh food up there. Hold on. For those of you who are lucky enough, skilled enough, and I guess familiar enough that can do your own offerings, you're blessed. Do it. If you can do it, you will see the results. If not, you can contact me and I do that as well. You know, um, Earlier in the year, a lady contacted me and they were trying to take her house, literally trying to take her house. And you know, to to be honest, I didn't charge her a lot. To save your house, how much is that worth? Not to mention that you've spent all these years paying off that mortgage. Let's say the house costs $400,000. After you've paid that mortgage loan off, you've paid off probably upwards of a million or more. And then these people are going to come and try to take your house. That's the type of nonsense that, you know, people without power have to deal with. When you don't have power, that's the type of stuff that happens. So, she contacted me. I did what I had to do. She didn't even have to respond. Those people pretty much disappeared, but it was a big fight. It was a big fight. Um, there was another person that had, it was like family members and stuff like that trying to take their stuff. They contacted me, I gave them the price. I don't charge a lot. I think that's because my spiritual father rubbed off on me, but bang, things turned around really, really, really quickly. How do you get continuous contact? I get feelings in dreams as omens, exotic cats, and silhouettes, and my earrings. Yeah, my earrings too. But I try to hear the call, but never pick it probably. Charm, brother. Um, One of the best things that you can do is get an amulet made with a magnet, copper, and a crystal. That will increase the contact. The copper helps you to hear them better. The magnet attracts what you're trying to hear, and the crystal clarifies. It brings like clarity, and it's the same thing that they use in cell phones. So you know, a necklace helps as well. If you want to get better contact, it's good to meditate using their names because their names are mantras. So when you chant their names rhythmically, you get into a better state of contact, and you also get to merge mentally with the deity as well. And I don't know who you are either, but I'll tell you a little bit about who I am because a lot of people really don't know what is going on. First, watch the documentary Ring of Power. Watch that documentary. I'll just say this. Um, I'm not even going to say it, but you know, I'll say something else. I'm one of the deities. You know, this sister had a dream about me years ago, and I was in Haiti, and I was teaching the high priest, and high priestesses in Haiti, and she said, "Who was in the class? Wyclef Jean. He was in the class. Um, you know, when was it? He got arrested. I think it was like last year or maybe year before. And before he got arrested, I saw him in a dream, and I said to him, I said, "You're a Ungan, right?" Because Wyclef is initiated. And he said yeah. And then after that, he had some trouble with the law. I got hematite and I used crystals. Okay, you turn up in a dream. The people thanks Governor Joe. So 04045691. If anything, what did I say? How was I dressed? You know, um, but yeah, I be doing a lot, a lot. Astrally, I go all types of places. Sometimes I be sitting with people who are about to do mass murders. Seriously, like sitting with them, in the spirit form, and they are discussing what they are going to do, and then I see it on the news. 2 1 to 5 p.m. The Basira, I really, really don't know what that means, but you might want to get a reading done. Which deity are you, Babanu? Harakuti. I'm one of the Oguns, Leslie McKnight. Ogun is the god of war. Ogun is actually one of the top deities on the planet. High up there, and you would find people in Europe whose main god is Ogun. So it's not just an African thing. He is a global deity. He is the god of war. You know, the Oguns are born. in the middle of summer. And this summer, like I was sitting down, like they have a birthday party around that time. So I'm sitting down and meditating, and it was like I got transported spiritually to the party, and I'm saying like all this party stuff. So they are um, present like that. Yes, Jay Smith, watch Ring of Power documentary. That's one for me. That's one of the most important documentaries to watch, and the implications, especially for people who are Christian, haven't even begun to make any type of effort yet. Okay, I guess that means that you 04045691. That means that you need some spiritual help. You need to put those items together. If those items are not things for you to drink and for your health, then it's for spiritual protection. You know, I can't say why I would be in anybody's dream. Yeah, even Vivian, even my mom was talking about the moon. And for if you've been watching the moon in the past 2 years, you'll notice that it is not the same. It has changed. Its orbit has changed, and nobody is talking about that. You know, uh, the moon looks really, really close right now. It was in 2017. I saw the moon. The moon was angry. The moon was angry at all the human beings, and it kept pulling clouds in front of it so that people couldn't see it. Like the moon was literally hiding. This was back in 2017. You know. Yes, Papa Ogu, Katia. Yeah. I'm one of the Oguns. So very, very, very powerful deity. You don't want to mess with Ogun. That name was the name Ogun was revealed to you yesterday. Well, my name is New Harry Mensa Ogun. But what about the full moon tonight? It's supposed to be the last of the decade. Well, now we'll have more full moons, so I'm not sure. How you can say how they can say it's the last of the decade, but there'll be more full moons. I think it's the last full moon of the year. I remember the old yellow moon. This white one looks like it covers the original. We get minimum effect of the true moon, but the energy's still there. My theory. 12/12/2019 equals 12. What about the full moon tonight? I saw. Okay. Yeah, and that is a full moon now, tonight, and tomorrow night. That's the time that you're supposed to be doing your rituals. For everybody that knows the name of their angel, make a nice song, chant it, sing it, pray, do your meditations, try to connect with your angel during the lunar period. For everybody that gets the oracle deck next year, in the class I'll be doing classes that shows you which angels to use for each lunar period. That's a ancient system that has been lost, and that's you are supposed to, for people who are in ritual spirituality, etc., every lunar period there are 8 angels that you're supposed to work with, and they open the way to actually working with the deities of the constellations of the 12 constellations. Okay, but that's what I was getting to, kinda. I don't know. Yeah. Um. I was I was I was in Barbados, and I was at a church, and they had me lead an invocation to these angels, and it was one or two other people that got the contact, like go into trance, and we saw the constellations, we saw the planets and stuff like that. We were in outer space, but that's because they opened the way for you to connect with the constellations. It made Jay Smith. It made a lot of sense because my moon sign is in Aries, and I don't feel like it's just my moon sign. Like, I don't think that is just my chart. And Aries also correspond to Ogun, meaning that those beings are of the same like species of beings. So it made sense, and I was glad. I was very, very glad, because I don't think it matters what is my astrological sign. This is the type of being that I am. Oh no, Mark. If you go over the Gnostic text of Basilides, it'll show you what the archons are, and archons are fallen. You know, that's the thing about archons; they are fallen here. So, you know, the constellations can be archons in the sense of archons are like deities. Like, you are going to have archons on different planets and stuff like that. But when there are mentioned here, when you read the Gnostic text of Basilides, there's a problem here. You know, in 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 feudal Europe, the leaders, the noblemen, the people that had the land and title and stuff like that, they were called archons as well. So it's like a designation of you know, a leader. So all that's what all the deities are. Well, angels have their color correspondences, and there are different species. I don't want to use the word race, but there are different species. There are 9 orders of angels, and that's the other thing that we will be letting people know. The orders of angels as corresponding with these ones. Now, the thing with that is that when you study ancient Kemet, there are 9 types of beings, and the original tree of life really only has 9 spheres. So there are 9 types of beings in the universe. There are 9 categories, or species of beings in the universe. So you have the Hebrew names, like the Hashmalim, the Ophanim, etc. And then you have now the more modern type names of, like, virtues, thrones, and dominations and powers and stuff like that. But Sarah, that's a bit too abstract. Uh, you know, seeing the colors of blue and amber. But I think amber usually represent like that color more so corresponds to money. Amber color, orange color corresponds to money. So I'm not sure what it would mean for you. So for those of you who haven't gotten the last class and got your angel reading done, want to advise you get that information. And for those, there are a couple of people out there who haven't gotten their reading done yet who have paid. Just contact Mr. Joel Benjamin. His number is right up on the screen, and schedule a time to get your reading done. To get your reading done. Ta-da, ta-da, ta, ta-da, ta. On a second here, let me see if there's anything here. And for those of you who needs to get in contact with myself to get some really difficult work done, you know, that type of work that takes animal sacrifice, powerful shrines, etc. And for those of you out there who need really, really powerful protection as well, contact me as well. And I just want to say that for the people out there, for the entrepreneurs that are doing business, every person that asks for my help is doing much, much better. You know, there's even a person, this one is not entrepreneurial, but it was, like job and stuff, like, like that I did work for earlier up in the year. Everything is just smooth, booked out, consistent work all the time, and that's the power of Ashe and what the Yorubas call Ebo, when you do an Ebo, an offering, a blood sacrifice, to put that power behind your prayers. So that's my email address, EGYPTIAN VODOOPRIST at gmail.com. Contact me and get some spiritual work done. Get back into these comments here. My left hand started itching. Leslie McKnight, you are involved in a fight. That's why it's your left hand. As I like to say, I will take God's left hand and slap you back into Jehovah's kingdom. That's a line of mine because Ogun is my personality. And that's what it's about. You need to get some work done with whoever is messing with you. What consists of the angel reading? You get to know your birth angels, the one that uh, connect with you and get an understanding of what they have to do with your life. That's that is, what an angel reading consists of. It helps you to get an understanding of why are you motivated by X, Y, and Z? Why is it that you have a love of stuff? And if you don't, to know what you should have a love of. Some people, like it was like about two or three people out of a whole lot of people that we did readings for, that it was clear that they're supposed to be, you know, priests or priestesses. But for them, they don't know that, you know. So those are, things that people do really need to know. There is what society is doing. There's how society has molded us and pushed us and shaped us, but there's also who you are supposed to be, and that is critical. Yeah, in terms of what Kati is asking about angels have the colors and stones, uh, They will correspond to the zodiac. You know, you have like your birthstones. Yeah. Ernest, you contact Joel Benjamin. Let me get his number. Is that his number? That better be his number. Contact that number there and schedule a reading with Joel. You can text him as well. Well, Africa Forever, just shoot me an email. Tell me which one it is, and I'll supplement it for you. That's the best. Hi, everyone. Hi, Laura. How are you? How? Hello, Erica. Yes. So, but for the people who are joining late, the birth angel readings went really, really great. People were surprised at the accuracy. At least for some people, it helps to give them confirmation. There was one person um, that really likes the stock market, investing, etc. And I was glad that the reading was done for him because for years I've known that there's an angel that helps you with the stock market. And I was like, how am I going to find this angel again? And boom, it popped up. I will never forget which number it is for that angel because there's someone else who's in the stocks and stuff, and I'm going to connect her with that angel. And that's the thing. Why you want to get the deck? You can work with any one of the 72 that you want to. Not just your birth angels. Not sure what HTHTV3 is trying to say with the 7. You mean with the 72? Would you say they can also align to those born on July 2nd? Well, the angels, there's an angel for each day. There's 72, but there's 365 days. So, angels, they will correlate to like certain days. They also correlate to certain times as well. You're welcome, Africa. Can you 040456? Can you speak on the Creator? Go and read the cosmology at Anu in terms of the Creator. Because I mean, you mean the Creator of the universe? You know. Um, I went over that in Egyptian Mystery System Part One. With Amen, Anament, Noon, and Nanuet, Hek, and Aket. See, with the ancient Egyptian cosmological system, which is very accurate and detailed, the idea of the creator gets much, much more um, clearer. The whole process, and it's more scientific. And what they did is that they, basically pinpointed the creator's personality, trials, and tribulations, what they had to go through to get the universe created. And like that's what's really, really important. What the creator had to face to manifest, because that's what we have those obstacles to as well. But in the ancient Egyptian cosmological system, the creator is Ra, but Ra is identified as Osir. Um, the creator is also there's also a cosmology at Kemenu where Tehuti and Ma'at are creators, because there are different things in the universe that had to be pioneered, created, invented, different deities, they govern certain innovations that are now critical to the type of life that we have. So when you look at creation, you're also looking at the level of what has been created, or exactly what has been created. Have you have you read Rel Nefer Ahmed book on 70 names of God? John Blaze, I left and stopped following Raul Nefer, man, because of the 72 names of God. Now he writes a book on it. He was telling people that it was evil. You know, no, I wouldn't waste my time with his books. I really, really would not. But no, I haven't read his stuff. But what I was saying, so I mean, this is the man that says Ra is the life force and Ra is consciousness. So peace. He really didn't understand the ancient Egyptian cosmological system, and why he said Ra was the life force, because there is this text where Oset is trying to find the secret name of Ra, and Ra is old, and he is tired, and he's like dribbling. So he figured Ra is the life force, because your life force, when you get old, you get weaker, right? And that's really why that man thought that Ra is the life force, and it's so funny, you know. But it's like, now, how does the life force create the universe? It just doesn't make sense. And what it is that a lot of these people just gloss over, you know. And I'm gonna say, when you connect with these angels, because these angels are what helped me to understand the ancient Egyptian system. They really helped to upgrade you. And here was a man that he was really trying to stop us from connecting with these angels. Like, he pretty much made that clear, you know. But so I got into them, and I was able to decode the ancient Egyptian system and really see that people like Ra Nefer men are lost. You know, you are when he in his first book, when he's going over cosmology, it has absolutely nothing to do with ancient Kemet, with their text. He doesn't reference the cosmology at Anu, the cosmology at Kemenu, the cosmology at Menefer. Is just a bunch of pseudoscience about the objective realm and the subjective realm, and what a whole lot of Western scientific mindset, which is that something came from nothing. This is like, whoa, boy, because scientists are still telling people that all this came from nothing. It came from nothing. Nothing created all this, and that's in his book. But when you study from in the ancient Egyptian text, you have the primordial waters of noon, where life started. It talks about the Ben stone, which rose out of the noon as like a mound. You have like solid earth, you know. But then when you study the cosmology at Menefer, Ptah is called Ptah Patahek, meaning that Ptah is using the substance, the primordial, base substance of matter, the hydrogen, the oxygen, and these things to create. There's no talk about the subjective realm and the objective realm and something coming from nothing. Those guys are, I just call them, what I say, look who's in the reject bin. And for, millions, hundreds of thousands of people studied under that man. Hundreds of thousands of people are really lost, and that's what flourishes in this period that we are living in. The people with the most fantastic, um, yummy gummy bear philosophies are the ones who get, the prime time. Hey, you know, and nobody else is asking any more questions. Everybody stopped just to listen. Why? So, but you got to get out of this mess, man, of all the junk out there. And for me, I would prefer for one of the gods, angels, etc., to teach me than for a human being. And I just got tired of, seeing how a whole lot of these people are, really lost. And they are pretty comfortable with being lost and, trying to present themselves, you know, that's life. Nah, Metatron is from the second sphere. Michael will be from the sixth sphere. Michael corresponds to the Sun and Leo. Metatron corresponds to Jupiter. The word Medu is in the word Metatron. And Tehuti, which is the creator of the Medunatir, corresponds to the same sphere that Metatron does and connects with with Jupiter. That's one of the benefits of knowing the correlations between the tree of life and the zodiac. In Egypt, have you read Le Hornet? In Egypt, I have a liking to Anubis, and one day my dream was in my local shopping mall allowing and turning away people to go upstairs. But that's the gist of it. So, Lee Hornet, was Anubis in the shopping mall? Or you just in the shopping mall? 04045691. Yes, they do. If we are pure, and um, if we try to connect with them as well. Sometimes, if you're not interested, they're not. So it's like a two-way street in terms of connection. So once again, if anybody out there wants to get in contact with me, my email address is up there. Egyptian voodoo priest at gmail.com. EGYPTIANVODOOPRIEST at gmail.com. And for everybody out there, if you've paid for your angel reading and you need to get your reading, contact Joel Benjamin. His email should be somewhere up here. No, no. Oh, his email is One Black Snake. So you could get his phone number. The phone number. And if you haven't gotten a look at this book, I think the last live stream that we did, someone said, Baba Nu, you think people are ready for this information? It doesn't matter if people are ready for the information or not. It's that it's time for people to get an understanding. Vivian, I'm sure he will accept a down payment to get started on the birth angel amulet. Hold on a second. Yeah. So once again, contact Joel Benjamin to schedule for your birth angel reading. This means real like a toll. I would be weighing their emotions, and if they were not worthy, I would say, go away. And if they were good, I would grant the pass like the feather. Is Metatron a real name of an angel? Because my research, that name is made up. Oh no, that's not made up. And Metatron is called the voice of God, and Tahuti is also called the voice of God. No, it's not made up. Actually that name is in some Bibles. So nope, it's not made up. But you see, there's a lot of research that's just crap. Hey, you can do research and it'll tell you that hell is made up. That hell was invented by the by some you know light skinned straight hair dude. You know, whilst all the other people that were talking about whether it was Sheol or Valhalla before there was even a white man. You know, I, I I don't know what else they're saying that has been made up. But be careful with that information because this is about your salvation, and it seems like this this planet is a test. I was thinking about with all the false information out huh? Yeah, I am. Yeah, with all the false information out there that people get from birth, you know, how fair is it that hell is real? Like you can go to hell like you're born, you've been miseducated all your life. You don't know the truth. Bam, you go to hell. But yeah, is that is that crazy? And then it made me realize the reason is that people get sent to this planet is like you've had to have done something really bad. It's like your last straw. You don't get any breaks. You don't get a break. And some people are on the planet as well. It's like this life. This is their last life. You know how some people say we only have one life to live. They are on their last life. There are people who are on their last life. If they don't get it right, bam, to hell, and that's it. Donna, contact Joel Benjamin. There's no teaching in which you become your angel, but you can graduate and become an angel, and you can work out of one of those 72 angelic offices. I've seen people who were like in training to, get their wings. Like I've seen angels, they don't have wings yet, but they're, working to get wings. So they come down out of heaven and help people on the planet that have problems. So it's not so much that you can become your angel, but you can become an angel. You can become a god. You can become a goddess. That's what you should be focused on. That should be, on your, like some people want to become a billionaire. You know, how about becoming a god? Yes, Katia, you can become a Loa. And angel is like really to identify beings with wings, but an angel is a deity, and it should be our desire, and we should be inspired to become deities, to become, and for some of us, it's about becoming a deity again, because some of us are fallen gods and goddesses. Yep, fallen gods and goddesses. You know, some people got thrown down to earth as dragons, big giant dragons. Whatever planet they were on, whatever they did wrong, get out of here. Boom. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So and then through soul transmigration, you know, you're a dragon, you live inside the earth, whatever. There are different species of big beings living inside the earth, and either you say, you know what, I need to get rid of this dragon body and go back through the process, because I think that is what you have to do, and then your soul is in a human body, and you have to be redeemed, get salvation, and become a deity again. You know, so some people, because I met a sister that, you know, that was her. She can remember when she fell, and then I met another person that, you know, talked about like they saw it, you know, uh, themselves fall. One was a little child telling his parents, "Mom, I fell from the sky." You know, and like I was saying, if you go watch General Butt Naked, that's a fallen god, and he fell and broke his wing. Like this is in Africa. You know, this, you know, being that has, you know, wings and stuff like that, a fallen angel, and when he fell, he broke his wing. So, you know, that's a part of life that a lot of us not really privy to, you know. But when you read the Bible, you know, it echoes some of these things with Lucifer and the fallen and whatnot. But in this universe of ours, there are people, gods and goddesses, making mistakes, and they get cast out to different lower grade planets. And you know, like I said, you know, you want to become a billionaire, or you want to become a god again, or meaning you want to be saved, because that's really what it means. You know, that's your redemption, is to become one of the deities again, and to be amongst them, to live on that level. So, you know, that's for some of us, that might have been like 2 million years ago. You were a deity in the Pleiades star system. 2 million years ago. So you could do all the past life regression you want, but you won't get back there. You know, some deity has to come and show you that, you know, that's where what who you were in the past. Yep. Butt naked is two separate words. General butt naked. Go watch that documentary. That man is. There's one where they show actual footage. He got hit with an RPG, and he grabbed that grenade and it blew up in his hand. Like you can see the footage on camera, and he the explosion is like he contained it with his chi, you know, and he explains what they, you know, did, you know, not as deep as I would like. that that angel was able to consecrate specific deities in cowrie shells and put it in his body. That way, the cowrie shells are always feeding on his blood. That is the power. You know, that's why you want your amulets to touch your body. They feed on you. But if the amulet is inside of you, it's a whole different level. Then the next thing as well was the cannibalism that he was involved in, but specifically the blood drinking. And he would tell you in there that the most powerful blood is the white blood cells, not even the red blood cells. And, you know, that's how he would have the power to go into battle. They couldn't shoot him, they couldn't bomb him, and he was doing a whole lot of damage. Yep, General Butt Naked. Yes, Vivian, there is. There is a means. And, you know, I can't promise you that you will find out, but, one specific where, you want to have that contact, well, you can ask them. You can ask them, you know, uh, what led to you falling down. I remember years ago, I didn't believe in aliens and spaceships and stuff like that. And I was talking. This Jamaican guy looked at me. He said his parents come to see him in a spaceship, and he's stuck here and he can't go back to his homeworld. And I knew he wasn't mentally ill, and I knew he was telling the truth. I met another brother, and he was talking about which world he's from because it is on the constellation maps. And he said that one of his friends from that world came to see him once. You know, he got in the ship in his spirit, not in your body, in your spirit. They went to the planet, and he said that his friend asked him if he could come back home. And they looked at the friend and said, no, what he did, he still can't come back here. You know? So just so sometimes your bubble needs to be burst because a lot of us are egotistical and arrogant. We think we're all this shit. So you look at all these billionaires and millionaires from poor to broke, they all down there because they did something really, really bad and got kicked off their home planet. So that's what salvation is about. And we be like, oh, we're all perfect, we're all this. You got that new age spirituality, but then that's not really going to lead you to do what you need to do to rise back up. Get the proper tools, the proper connection, and really take a look at yourself, take a look at what issues you have. Some people's issues that they're too nice. It's not even that they're too bad, they're too nice. you know like there's a time to kill and there's a time to heal, but for some people there's only a time to heal, there's never a time to kill. And then everybody gets enslaved and raped and all this stuff because you was like, no, we shouldn't kill Johnny. And but you gotta go, man. Your way of thinking threatens the survival of the entire tribe. I don't know who Simeon Toko in. Oh yeah, Eric. Hell yeah. Of course. You know. Uh Voodoo is dangerous, man. Voodoo is dangerous. If I wanted to, I could tell you how to cause an earthquake as well, Eric. So, you know, but that's really about it. I'm waiting for Joe Benjamin to end this show. Hope everybody got is getting the information that they need. Get your birth angel reading so that you can get that free I Ching class. So you learn how to use the I Ching because it's going to be a good supplement to the angel deck oracle reading. You know, get you some, powerful tools, powerful insight. No, excuse me. No forces that you can call on to address problems in your life. Eric Davis, contact me. Egyptian Voodoo Priest at gmail.com. Katia, which class? The class on the 72, the angels and the system, and to which uh, to which zodiacal sign that they correspond to? Because I'm not sure which. Or are you talking about the I Ching class? We haven't scheduled it yet, but it should be in January. Mid to late January is when we'll be doing the I Ching class. So I'll show you how to, you know, do I Ching divination. So you have two oracular devices that you can use at your fingertips, and then we'll be showing you how to work with the angels. At the very least, that is what we can do for you. So everybody have a good night. Let me try to reach Joel before I sign off. Both classes? Yeah. Yes, sir. And any other questions, contact me. Get these evolutionary books. Get once and for all a clear understanding of the Camus cosmological system.
All right, people. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin, and Baba New. Peace.